Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Phiri is here with us. Mr. Phiri, good to see you and welcome.
Thank you so much, Comrade Joe. Good morning to you and to all the viewers.
Okay, fantastic. Good to have you here. First things first, as a youth leader in the Socialist Party, we heard, we read, and we are still recovering from what happened in Mfumbwe. Your 2 cents on that particular matter.
The killing of two people that were killed. I think, Comrade, these happenings that are happening in Mfumbwe, the bottom line is that we shouldn't be losing life.
Okay.
Whether they are illegal miners or what, but life should not be lost. And it's very disappointing that the Zambian people, particularly those people that reside nearby to those areas where there are mines, were promised that they will be given mining licenses. And later on, what we are seeing is the exact opposite from what they were promised. Mining licenses have not been given. What are we seeing today is that they are now called illegal miners and they are dying. You and I had a phone call interaction, an interview. Then I said, whatever is happening there are videos circulating on social media where people are telling us that it's more than 2 people, when the government or maybe the ZNBC have reported that it's only 2 lives that have been lost. Whether 2, 10, 5 or whatever number, life is precious. Even a single life, we shouldn't afford to lose that life. It's the duty and responsibility of the police to protect lives. It's the duty and responsibility of the police to maintain peace and order. Let me just share with you the behavior of the police officers that I experienced on the very date. Just immediately after having a phone call interview with you, I rushed into town. I had a program there.
Okay.
Then I got into a bus. After finishing all my program, I was about to go back home, where I was in a minibus. And then the police, I just saw a battalion of police officers came through just to where, in the minibus I was, telling the driver that he should not go.
Okay.
And this driver was slapped, which also agitated him to start the vehicle. And then the police started chasing us. But what was surprising was that they even reached a point of firing a gun in the air. For what purpose?
Okay.
So this behavior that we are seeing from the police brutality that we are seeing today should not be tolerated anymore. I think the president should chip in. If the IG has failed, the president should chip in and tell these officers to be professional, to conduct their duties in a professional manner. You don't fire arms anyhow. Scaring everyone in the community, in the society, in public places is not advisable. So what is happening in Mfumbwe, it's a sorry-side. We are losing life. And it's the duty of the government, it's the duty of the police to protect lives. Those people that have died there have left their families. They have left their wives, their children, others were the pillars in the family. So we are very disappointed. And I think the call to action is that the president should chip in and tell these officers to do the right thing. That's all I can say.
Okay, fantastic. By-elections are coming through. What is your chances, or how do you weigh your chances as a party in Info?
Thank you so much, comrade. I would say first that winning an election, comrade, is inevitable. You can win an election or you can lose an election. If the ECZ are going to be professional than what we've been seeing in the past, and if the ruling party, the UPND, are going to conduct themselves in a proper manner, the Socialist Party, the Tonse, and all those political parties that are fielded in candidates there, They will campaign peacefully and will run through these elections peacefully. But if they are not going to conduct themselves, we will see violence happening, because it has happened before. This is not the first time that we are holding a by-election. You and I have seen, we have watched all these things happening. Some of us have been eyewitnesses seeing what is happening, where violence has presided over. And there has been any attempt whatsoever by the UPND, even by the police, to be professional and stop their cadres from perpetuating violence. That's what I would say.
Okay, fantastic. Now, coming back to the issues that have to do with, you come from Mandevo constituency. Let's begin to talk of the issues of bread and butter, the cost of living. How is the cost of living in Mandevo constituency from an ordinary citizen's point of view?
The cost of living, comrade, is too high than expected. The price of these commodities, meal, sugar, cooking oil, among all these, it is very expensive. Much that people today, it's very hard even to find a coin, due to a lot of our people are doing businesses. And then their businesses have collapsed. Why? Because of the ongoing scenario, the issue of load shedding. We've been talking about load shedding. Today now, we are only having electricity for 5 hours. Sometimes, now you can just imagine from 24 hours having electricity for 5 hours, meaning we are going 19 hours a day without electricity, which is very unfortunate. This is also making our people fail in some areas. So the cost of living is unbearable again. The cost of living is not to our side. Only those that are enjoying taxpayers' money, they are not feeling the pain. But an ordinary citizen is feeling that pain. And there is a need for the government to look into this matter. What is needed here is that the government should listen to the Zambian people. They should listen to what we are telling them, because we interact on a daily basis with these people on the ground. We are on the ground. We are seeing what is happening. So when we come out, we are speaking, it doesn't mean that we are just speaking for malice's sake, or maybe we are just to bring in politics. No. What we are doing is we are giving them an insight that this is what is happening on the ground. Okay? In other ways, we are helping this government to achieve its goals. But what have they done? They have got selective listening. They do not want to listen to the opposition. What they want is what they want. And they will do anything possible to achieve that which they want, which is very sad. So the cost of living is where it is today because of a failed government, failed promises. Zambians were promised cheap meal. Zambians were promised 3 meals a day. Today they can only manage a single meal. If they eat breakfast, they will have a challenge to have lunch. They will have a challenge to have supper. If they have supper, it means they are the challenge to have breakfast. It means they are the challenge to have lunch. This is something that our people have been subjected to. So going forward, what are we saying as the Socialist Party? We are saying the Zambian people have seen. It's high time they started making right decisions, putting in place a leadership that will mean well to them.
Okay. Fuel was reduced, comrade. Fuel was reduced. How did the Socialist Party react to this particular reduction?
Thank you so much. Comrade, this is very simple. We were buying fuel at 17 kwacha. That's the price we were buying fuel before 2021.
Okay.
After 2021, we saw the price of fuel going up. It reached 30 kwacha plus. The question today is, how much is this government selling this fuel? Is it less than 17 kwacha? Or is it more than 17 kwacha?
Okay.
Is it above 25 kwacha? If yes, where is the problem? Have they achieved their goal? No, they have not. So we as a Socialist Party cannot welcome a move, comrade, where fuel was at 17 kwacha and today people are buying it 29, 28, less than 7, above 17 kwacha. It is not a welcome move. What do we expect? We expected fuel price to be less than where we found it. Where they found it as UPND. The reason why the Zambian people decided to vote out the patriotic front is because fuel price was at 17 kwacha. So what reason would the Zambian people have to return this government in power if they are selling fuel more than 20 kwacha? It would be very unfair to the leadership that was doing better than this leadership. It would be very unfair also to those that are beneficiaries. Because, comrades, so long as you get on a bus, because we've heard that this government, most of them, more especially their praise singers, they have been saying, you have no right, you people that do not own vehicles, to complain about fuel. But yes, we have the right because we are users. We get on buses every time. If the fuel pump price has gone high, it means bus fare will go high. Who are those that are going to face this whole thing? It is those that uses, in fact, those that uses public vehicles are the ones that are suffering the loss, because we've got business men and women who are doing business. So if the pump price goes high, it means even they will have challenges on how to transport their goods. So we have not welcomed this move. Let them tell us they have failed, because we have seen that they have failed. What we want is them to confess by their mouth that we have failed, because they have not reduced the fuel price to 17 kwacha. No. It is still more than 25 kwacha. Comrade, I do not know and understand this criteria where you increase by 10 and reduce by 2.
Okay.
And then you expect people to clap hands for you. What for? What for? So this is the question that we as citizens are now asking the UPND government. Why should we praise them? I heard the president saying if he was not the president, if he was not the head of state, he would have been praising the new dawn. Praising them for what? Selling minimum at an exorbitant price. I think I said all this. So there is no need to praise the new dawn. There is no need to welcome this move that they have reduced the fuel pump price. No. We can only welcome this move if they achieve, if they are going to stick to their promise. They promised the Zambian people to be selling fuel price not above 10 kwacha, but less than that. We are expecting to see that.
Okay. Dear Director, let's go to our newspapers as we begin to wind up. Let's go to our newspapers so that our guests can be able to react to these particular headlines from various newspapers. Which newspaper are we starting with? Are the newspapers ready? Okay, we go to the Daily Nation. The Daily Nation comes up with a headline: Speaker Muti rubbishes Concord, tells off the court that it has no authority to arrest any business, including the infamous Bill 7, which the court has ordered its complete withdrawal from the House, as it is illegal, illegitimate, and a breach. Okay. There were no talks between ECL and government, Makebi. Okay. So that's how the Daily Nation looks like this particular morning. Your 2 cents on that particular headline, Mr. Phiri.
Thank you so much, comrade. Here now you can see the incompetence by the UPND government. You can see the desperation in advancing the Bill 7. In the first place, they are saying it is a breach which the Court has done.
Okay.
Is it not a breach that the UPND government have done? The Constitution is a people's document. Let's look at how they began this process. Was it legitimate? Did it start at the right pace? Did they include other stakeholders to have a voice? Did they include the Zambian people to add a voice? There was nothing of that nature. And this is why the court says it is not right for them to proceed with that. Because, comrade, it's like I've already made a decision, I've done everything, then I come to you and say, what did you say about this? Knowing full well that whatever you will say, I have to argue because I have a decision already put in place.
Okay.
So I think the UPND should be admitting their failures. This is the government that has been deflecting from its own things. They are transferring the burden of their failures on others. In short, what they are doing is running away from responsibility. They will cause a problem here, and then they will find a way on how they can transfer that problem on someone and then blame that particular person to say he's the cause of that problem.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing did not begin by the court. It started by the UPND. They have been advised, and they have to follow the advice given. Let them hold a consultative process. What we need is consultative process. We don't need a government that will come and impose what they feel is right when we, the citizens, do not feel it is right. They must do things in a right way. That's what I would say on that particular headline.
Okay, let's go to another newspaper headline. Okay, we go to a state-owned broadsheet, the Zambia Daily Mail. HH explains scale down on travel. Speaker rules Bill 7 in order. That's a sub-headline there. Another sub-headline, let's reset Zambia-US relationship. HH. Another sub-headline there. Poor time management costs money for candidates. Okay, I'll read that again. Poor time management costs money for candidacy. Okay, so that's how the Daily Mail looks like this morning. Trial opens in Livingstone Mayor graft case. Which one are you going for, Mr. Phiri?
All right, I think I will talk about the same Bill 7 because I've seen the sub-headline there saying
it is there.
The Speaker has ruled against Bill 7. They have been advised again, comrade. My emphasis there is that they should do the right thing.
Okay.
Let them do the right thing. Let them bear in mind that the Constitution they are trying to impose, or maybe a Bill 7 that they are trying to impose on the Zambian people, has not been welcomed by various people. Stakeholders, political parties have also issued several statements on that. Let them stick to what is due to us. Let them consult the Zambian people. Do they need that Bill 7, yes or no? If they don't, there is no need to proceed. I think that's my 2 cents complete on that.
Okay, let's go to another newspaper headline. Okay, we go to a News Diggers. Court can't stop Bill 7, it's already in Parliament, says the Speaker of the National Assembly. Sub-headline, government spends 11 billion kwacha on debt servicing in June. Another sub-headline.
Come again on that previous subheading.
Government spends 11 billion kwacha on debt servicing in June. People think I'm dying, laughs HH as he explains absence. Opposition influence fuel price drop, says Nyarenda. 2026 will be UPND versus Tonse Mtayachalo. Tonse and SP field separate candidates from Fuwe by election. You expressed interest in the sub-headline that is on the far left of our viewers' TV screen. Government spends 11 billion kwacha on debt servicing in June.
Yes, comrade. The reason why I wanted you to repeat that is because we heard an announcement from government that they are planning to borrow 14.8 billion internal debts. And if not mistaken, 2 days or a day before, a day ago or 2 days ago, I heard Her Honor the Vice President saying it's a sad thing that the opposition are not seeing the tangible development that this government is doing in this country. She mentioned something like part of the debts is to pay back the debts that were accumulated by the Patriotic Front. Comrade, let's not be jokers anyway. We must be serious when we are dealing with national matters, because we are not dealing with these issues to benefit ourselves. We are doing these issues to benefit the citizens of this country. So, Her Honor the Vice President was saying part of the money is being used to pay back on the debts that the PF accumulated while in office. Then this government, the UPND, promised that they were going to pay back the debts. Comrade, is it possible that I owe you a 10,000 and now I'm planning to borrow 50,000 to pay back 10,000? Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. So you can begin to wonder the reasoning of some people. How is their reasoning? This is the government that promised to pay back the debts to the Zambian. To pay back debts, not to borrow more than what was borrowed. So, talking about 11 billion plus whatever, the Zambian people are saying we don't need to borrow any more. Just like the UPND themselves advised us prior to 2021 elections. They told us that the PF had borrowed, they had reached the roofing level, meaning that there was no need to continue borrowing. Where is that need today to continue borrowing when development is not shown, development is not seen? There is nothing tangible we can see for sure. So the issues of borrowing shows you that this government has failed to pay back the debts. What they have been doing is debt restructuring, transferring a burden to the next leadership that will come after 2026. Again, failure of leadership at play.
Okay, let's go to the last one. I think that's the must. Okay. Don't kill your own. Police must resist orders to kill unarmed innocent people, says Membe. That statement, that headline is attributed to Socialist President and Leader, Comrade President Membe. Concord cannot stop Bill 7 rules Muti, I beg your pardon. Zambians wish elections were next month, says a senior citizen. No UPND beyond 2026. Lifwekelo. Okay, that's the PF media director there, Mr. Edwin Lifwekelo. We go with the headline as we wind up, Comrade Phiri.
Thank you so much, Comrade. It is true. You don't need to kill your own people. Every human being has got a right to life. Even if they are criminals, there is a way in how you deal with the criminals. Even if they are illegal miners, there is a way in which you deal with illegal miners. So why killing your own people? This advice given to the UPND from our party president, Dr. Fred Membe, should be taken serious. The police should stop killing their own people. ZNBC reported the police killed 2 people. You can imagine if it was the other party in power and then this incident happens, you can imagine how this government would have been vocal on these issues. But it is them today. They have even failed to name these people. Have they named them? No. So, losing life is not right. There's a way you deal with these people. Stop killing people. Yes, for sure. You don't need to kill your own people. Even if these people are called illegal miners, they are called illegal miners because they are mining what belongs to them. These precious minerals that we have belong to the Zambian people. For me, I wouldn't see anything wrong if they are caught doing that, unless if you as government give them jobs. They are doing that because they are trying to earn a living. Yes, they need mining licenses to do that. Give them as you promised them. But now they are doing that because they want to earn a living. They have nothing to do. They have no jobs. Please, vagapokola, lekani kubapaya abantu aba. Boma ifunika ingenepo, boma ifunika ibatenge abantu na kuwapa samanchito. Last time when I had a phone call interview, I told you that these people have shown that they are interested in doing this. So why not bring them near and help them? So I don't see any reason to start killing your own citizens, the people that voted for you, the people that you promised that you were going to give them mining licenses. Yes, stop killing these people.
Okay. Mr. Phiri, on that note, let me thank you most sincerely for coming through and for being with us this particular morning. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, comrade, to be hosted here.
Okay. Viewers, there you have it. That was Mr. Bartholomew Phiri. He is Lusaka Province Youth Secretary for the Socialist Party, making an appearance on this particular platform. Thank you to you, the viewers, the major stakeholders in this particular program, my director, Mr. Lesa, upstairs, and the entire production team. I have been your host, Tapelo. Joe Smarter is my name. We'll see you when you see us. Good morning.